Hello, I'm Mari of So Disorganised and welcome back to my very messy craft space. I'm coming on today to do a weekly roundup of what I've been sewing, what I've been seeing, what I've been planning, and yeah, just a general weekly recap on everything from my sewing room. So I actually haven't really had all week here. I got back Thursday, and once I'd done all the kids and seen to them and everything, yeah, the first thing I did was after that was get straight back into my sewing room and just look at my fabric. I'd missed it, but it was a lot messier than I remember leaving it. I went through a really good phase of tidying up after every single project, and for about 2 weeks my sewing room was so tidy and it was lovely to come into. But then just before I went to Turkey, I was doing a bit of sewing and it kind of went by the wayside, and yeah, now it's a bit messy. So I do want to get back into the routine of tidying up after myself, but I think I'm gonna have a big clean, sort out the new fabrics that I've got, find a place for them, and then I'll try and stay on top of it after that. But yeah, I did have a bit of a tidy up when I came back, but I'm not going to show you because it's so bad. But it doesn't look like that now. It looks quite messy. So yeah, I came back in, I touched the fabric, I sorted it out. I did a lot of sewing planning whilst I was in Turkey, and I couldn't really go out and do much because of recovery. So I'm kind of just thinking of ways to organise them. I want to do some batch cutting. I've not done batch cutting before, but Laura Bear Sews on Instagram, who I love, she's such a lovely person, she's been doing it and she said it's really good and it's really helped. So yeah, I really want to, I'm inspired to give it a go myself. And anything new? So I recently discovered a new sewing pattern company. Actually, that was this morning, and I really like them. I discovered them through Jerry and the Stitches, and they're called Yabbies. And I love discovering new pattern companies. I often think, like, there are thousands of sewing pattern companies out there, and I probably only know about 20% of them. So you look on Etsy and there are loads, and I find it difficult with new sewing patterns companies because if you haven't tried it, you don't really know the quality or the standard of the patterns. But I like Jerry and the Stitches. I follow her content, and I think she's done a collaboration to make a pattern with them. So I'm kind of using her as like a vouch to assume they're good, and I'd love to try them out. They have some really cute patterns. I'll show like some of the patterns that I really like up in the corner, just so you can get an idea of like their kind of style and aesthetic. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out some of their patterns and just seeing what they're like, and yeah, so I'll get around to that. I haven't bought, well, I did I've got a fabric haul planned for next week, because when I came back from Turkey, I came back to quite a lot of fabric, and I do extensive justifying in that video, so I'm not really going to do too much justifying in this video, other than the fact that I underdid my fabric budget in Turkey and I had some money left over because I didn't need as much as I thought I would for my teeth. So I had loads of money, not loads of money, but I had some money left over, and I'd been on a fabric ban since January, so I kind of did a bit of a splurge. But yeah, I will do a proper haul video, and it's going to be a long one, so stay tuned for that. But I did also get a new sewing pattern. So I don't know about you, but when, like, if you're planning a make for something, you get an idea and you're like, oh, I love that idea, I'm going to make that. And then you get another idea and another idea, and you end up with like 5 ideas of what you want to make, and it's really hard to just narrow it down to one. Like I'm going out, like I said, I'm going out next weekend, and I really want to make an outfit. Like, I really want to feel good. I've got my new smile, and I haven't been out in ages. So yeah, I just really want to feel cute. I want to feel really, really good about going out. And I'm meeting my friend's new girlfriend, who is really into fashion. So, you know, no pressure. I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Like, I trust his judgment. She sounds lovely. I feel like, you know, I've got to put up or shut up. So, so yeah, that's part of it. And I bought this sewing pattern, which is the McCall's M8311, to make this one here. and I absolutely love it. And I've got some like dusty mauve rib knit coming along, which I was going to make it in this, and I managed to get some rings, I think, off Amazon. I don't like to usually buy off Amazon. I get, you know, he's the devil, it's killing the world, but I actually did hunt for, over Etsy and eBay. I really did hunt for these, and I struggled to find any. I found a few, but none that would be delivered in time. They were all coming from China, which creates its own issues and that. So I managed to find these, and the pattern calls for, I think it's 3.5, and these are 3-inch because I couldn't find 3.5 for the life of me. But I mean, I think these should be fine. I don't think it's going to make too much difference. No, I'm going to take too much difference. So yeah, I've got this, and if the mauve doesn't come, which I'm hoping it will come tomorrow, I've got this meat milk, is it Mind the, no, Mind the Maker, not meat milk, rib knit, which I think would look really cute. Yeah, and I think it looks quite nice against my skin. So yeah, that is, drop the pattern, that is a plan. But then I was thinking, I was like, although that would be really, really cute, I don't know, outside of going out, which I don't do that often, how much I would really get wear out of that pattern. Like, I mean, I bought it and I will use it at some point, but I thought it'd be nicer to make something that I would get a lot more wear out of, and kind of save this for, I don't know, if my life changes and like I start going out more, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon, but you never know. So yeah, I thought I'd save this, and I still might make this next week, but yeah, I'm rambling, sorry. So I kind of did a bit of a left swing, and I thought I'll go for something a bit more casual, a bit more like not every day, but just, you know, a bit easier to wear casually. And I saw and I was thinking a shirt dress, because I love shirt dresses, and I realised I had the Philippa shirt dress from Fibre Mood, and I really like the style of it. I like the curved hem on the sides, and I just thought it would look really cute because it's quite oversized with a belt. So I'm just toiling at the moment. I'm doing a wearable toile, and although I know it will fit me because it's a bigger boxy size, and I have sized up for it just to give it that really boxy look. Bitch. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, so I'm toiling in this, which I think is going to look so cute. Like, the only reason I'm toiling is just I wanted it to be a little bit shorter than the pattern, not like too short, but it kind of goes just below the knee. I wanted it just above the knee, but with the curved hem, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't, you know, going to be too revealing at the side. So I'm toiling it in this gorgeous poly viscose, which I just think is going to look really cute anyway. And to be fair, I probably might even just wear this one as the final, if I don't like the final as much, because I'm in an iron about that. And I got some really cute shoes from ASOS, which I will show you. So I saw these, and I can't remember whose Instagram account it was, but it came up on my feed, and I was smitten. And I kind of look at them and think, oh my god, they're so ugly. But you know, like, you know when you see a not so beautiful dog, and all dogs are beautiful, I just want to put that in there, like, but generically pretty dogs, you know, they've got like a snaggletooth or wiry hair. Well, I'm drawn to those animals out of, like, you know, you put one of those dogs and a normal looking dog in front of me, I'm gonna gravitate to the funky looking one every time. I have so much love for them. And I kind of feel like these are ugly dog shoes, as in they're hideous. But I mean, look at them, they've got like, it's like fur. And yeah, I mean, I think I can understand if you look at them and go, ugh, because I do too. But at the same time, oh, I love them so much, and I'm so excited to style them. And yeah, and I just think, how cute would that look as like a little shirt dress with these on top? Yeah, I feel like it kind of elevates me to a whole new level of, like, ugly shoes, don't care, gonna make them work. And I like it. So yeah, that's my plan for the toile, and I want to like make a belt with the same fabric to go around my waist. And I've just, like, I haven't got that far into it. I'm just doing the button placket. And at first, I was tearing my hair out. I was like, this makes no sense. Until I went back and I looked, and I realised it was a hidden button placket. And what I was getting really confused because I thought it was visible. But once I realised that, I'm like, this is such a good method for putting together a button placket. So you fold it, like, it has an extra long placket, and then you stitch down the middle. And that's where I got confused, because I was like, well, what do you do with all this excess fabric? But then I was like, you know, you've got to sew and then it, like, looked like you had to sew the buttons along here. And I was like, well, then you've got this whole thing. What's the point in that? Till I realised that actually you do it. You sew the buttons along here, and then you flip it. And then it's a hidden button placket. I don't think I've explained that very well, but it's just a really clever way of doing it. And I'm obsessed. And I think I'm going to do all my button plackets like this from now on, like hidden button plackets, because, yeah, genius. Once I got over the stress of figuring out what was going on, sold. But the final fabric I'm going to do it in, which I'm still umming and ahhing about, and I'm kind of like, well, if I'm not that sure, do I do it? But I'm going to see how the other one turns out, because I really want to use this fabric. It's so bright and fun and colourful. And I'm going to do this. And I think it's more the texture, actually, that I don't like than the print. It's like a crepey poly. But I do really like the print. I like the bright colours. And, yeah, and it's got, like, all these faces on it. So I'm going to do the toile. And then I'm going to make it up in this. And hopefully it looks as good in my head as it will. But I'm really... I don't know. I'm umming and ahhing a bit. What do you think? Do you think this would look really cute as a Philippa dress? I'm going to do it anyway, because even if I don't wear it for the night out, I know I will like it. I just don't know if I'm going to like it for a night out, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to wear it during the day, but I don't know if it's going to be a bit much to go out. So, yeah, I will, I'll keep you updated on that one, but that is my plan. What else have I been doing? So I have been sorting out all my bright coloured fabric because I want a bright summer. And let me get my big box. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord above. Okay, so I've sorted out a lot of my... So I don't know if you can hear Freya's downstairs chattering away. But yeah, I sorted out all my bright coloured fabrics into this big box. That I'm not going to have enough time to sew before summer, but I want to go through and choose a few outfits to make some, like, really bright outfits for summer. So, yeah, that is kind of what I did when I got back. And now I've got all these gorgeous bright fabrics that yeah, I'm planning on getting some sewing done. But yeah, this is only a short, when I say short, it's like 15 minutes long. But yeah, just a quickie today. Oh, sorry, I've got to get rid of this, it's so heavy. Just a quickie today. Yes, Pickle? But yeah, so this is a quick rundown of what I've been doing throughout the week. Like I said, it's not been a full week, but I have crammed in a fair amount into a few days. And I will be doing, I'll be coming on here weekly to... I've got Freya in the room now who is telling me to shush because that's her new favourite thing. So I'm going to wrap up, but thanks for stopping by and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!